Hello dear friends, this is Miss Tara D, and today I'm making a little fun artsy crafty video. So it's fall and you're starting to feel that little bit of a chill in the air, and the leaves are starting to turn, and in some places where there's pine trees, the pine needles are falling off the trees to the ground. So I picked these up. I did not tear them off the trees because we have to be very respectful of nature. And I wanted to make witches' brooms, little tiny witches' brooms, not the big ones, the little ones, because I live in an apartment and I can't have big stuff. So look, this is what we're making. Aren't they cute? And let me also show you this finished product. I bought a kitchen witch online on Amazon, and I didn't like the broom that she came with. So I made her own little witch's broom. Okay. And for these items, this one and this one, I used cinnamon sticks. Isn't that clever? So they smell really nice and the herbs smell really nice. However, I have to be honest, gluing the cinnamon sticks together was an ordeal. It was an ordeal. But if you want, you can glue your own sticks together, or if you could find really, really long cinnamon sticks, feel free to use them. But for today's video, I'm going to use a simple branch, a little piece of stick that I found outside in the garden. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some pine needles and some rosemary. Look how beautiful this rosemary is. Isn't that gorgeous? And it smells so nice. I love doing projects that really, really smell nice and bring that fragrance into the home of nature. And then, so we have our rosemary, our pine needles, and I'm gonna add some thyme into it. There you go, see? So we just bundle it all up. This is a very, very simple project, and you can use as much as you want. So if you want to just use rosemary and thyme, you can. If you want to add the pine needles, you can. If you want to add more or something and less, or you want to eliminate something. And then it's real simple. So we're going to just put our stick here. And let's take a look. How does it look? Oh, it's kind of cute. Now, don't worry if this looks too long, because we're going to trim it later, okay? So let me see. Do I want to add more to it? I want to break up the thyme. I don't want the thyme all in one place, though. I'm going to separate it. And this is where your creativity comes in. You know, you're going to look at it. It's a simple project, but you can be as creative as you want with it. The good thing about all this is when this dries and you don't want it anymore and you want to make a new one, you can burn it in your little cauldron or your little incense burner, and it smells gorgeous in the house. Okay, so I did all that. Let me see, I think my little stick fell out. Let me make sure how I have it. Okay, now some people glue it. It's a little too hard for me to glue it right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a twist tie, just so that everything is all together and it's easier for my hands. There we go. There you go. Oh, that looks cute already, doesn't it? Look at that. And then what we can do is we can add a little glue. Now, don't tell my husband I'm using his glue. He's not home today, so I'm sneaking it. I couldn't find my regular Elmer's glue. I looked all over. So I'm using his craft glue that he uses. Okay, so we're gonna just spear that all over. Okay, just be very, very careful when you do it. And I'm going to let that just sit for a little second. I'm going to, look at that. Isn't that cute already? Look how simple it is. And you can hang it in your kitchen, or you could put it by your altar. And then I had this wonderful twine, but now I can't find the rest of it. And I liked it because it was just so earthy. But what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to, I have this thinner, like pizza box twine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap this around it. And I'm just going to here we go. I'm not very good at doing instructional videos lately. And I'm just going to wrap it around and wrap it around to give it that nice broomy look to it. And because the herbs are fresh, they're not breaking in my hand. There you go. So now I'm just going to roll it. Look how cute that's starting to look. I love it. Something happened. My string got caught up. So I'm just going to cut it for now. And then maybe here you go. And I'm going to just finish it up. Look at that. Doesn't that look adorable? And you can, once it dries, you can always add more string if you want. I might do it now though. Let me see if I can undo this ball of yarn here. Oh, yarn, you can also use yarn. There you find a nice, beautiful color yarn that you might want to use. There we go. There we go. Look at Miss Tara D go. She's just moving right along. Look at her go. She's such a crafter, isn't she? I'm really not that talented, but I just enjoy doing these little simple projects. They're so much fun. And you can give them away. People love handmade items, especially little seasonal things like this. And you can add crystals or stones or little acorns, whatever ever you want to. You can just make it as full as you want it or as simple. I'm just going to make it a little simple for today just because I didn't. There we go. There we go. It's adorable. Oh, this is so adorable. I'm enjoying making this. I'm enjoying. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look, let me put the cap on the glue right away so it doesn't get hard. And then I'm a little magpie, so I love to collect ribbons. Look at, I have all kind of ribbons. This green ribbon was in a gift box that I received from a friend of mine, and I kept it because I said, I know I'm going to be able to use it at some point. Oh, look at this black one. Maybe I should use this black ribbon today. Make it very Halloween-y, Can you see it? Is it okay? Leave your comments below. Let me know if you like this arts and crafts project. Isn't that cute? And this was... It cost me, what, $2 to buy to buy the fresh rosemary. Because the thyme I already had, and these I found on the floor on my way to work. I picked them up in the garden there. Oh, look how cute this is with the ribbon. I love it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trim it a little bit. We're going to just trim it a little bit. So bring it down here a little bit. Take your time. There's no rush. Just, there you go. I'm looking at the project and I should be looking at the camera. That's what I should be looking at to make sure you guys can see everything. All right. Okay, look at that. Now, I think I want to trim the bottom as well. Oh, yes, big difference. Big difference when you trim the bottom as well. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to fan it out. Look, look. Big difference, big difference. I don't know if you could really appreciate it in the video. Let me see. Do I want to put more? No, I don't. I'm going to leave it like this for now. Maybe later, because I don't like the way this looks up here, so maybe later I'll get like an acorn and glue it there or something. Maybe I'll find something, you know, the inspiration will hit me. The good thing about these projects is you don't have to make it all at once. You can make it and then put it aside and then let your creativity come back, and you can add a little bit more. So like here's some, this is a cinnamon stick bark, so you can add a little cinnamon stick bark. Do I want to add it? No, no, no. I thought I would, but I don't. I like this natural bark that's there. So look at this cute little witch's broom, and you can hang it up. And like I said, you know, if you have a little kitchen witch, you can put the broom with the kitchen witch. I might switch them around. Or you can do it like with Halloween colors. And, you know, like I said, you could use cinnamon sticks. You could use little sticks you find in the street. And you can put little pebbles or crystals, whatever you want, you can add to it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this little instructional video. I had fun with making it. Leave your comments, let me know, and tell me, come back and let me know, say, hey, I made one and I loved it and it was easy and fun, thank you. You know, I enjoy reading all your responses. All right, everyone, blessings and light, and I will see you in some future lives, hopefully soon. Okay, bye-bye.